All right, today I'm going to be going over the Data About Us test review. Label the Box and Whiskers plot. So here we have a Box and Whiskers plot, which also can be called a box plot. And so here we have our minimum value. The beginning of our box is our Q1 or quartile 1. Here is our median, which we can also call Q2. Here is our Q3 or our upper quartile. This was our lower quartile. And then here we have our maximum value as the right whisker. So it says, what is the minimum value? Well, that's simple as coming over and finding the end of your left whisker. It looks like it's about 31. Maximum value is the end of our right whisker. It looks like it's maybe 82, 83. What is the lower quartile, which is also Q1? That is the beginning of our box, and if you follow it down, maybe 47, somewhere right in there. Upper quartile, maybe 72, something like that. What is the median? Looks like maybe 54, something close to 54. So we're done with that. Next one says to create a box and whiskers plot of the following data. If you notice, our data is already in order. We just have to find these pieces of information from this data to be able to create it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that means the 8th number is the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is our median, our Q2. To find Q1, I need to find the middle of this data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that 4th number is our Q1, and we've got 3 on each side, so we know we're right. The middle of this data would be 47, and there's 3 on each side, so we know we're right. And then here's our maximum value and minimum value. So to make our box plot, we're going to create this as a number line going at least from 40 to 58. I'm going to go ahead and start at 38 and go by 2s. Okay, so now I know I'm going to go ahead and start my box. Here's my box right here, the beginning of our box, the end of the box, and the line between the box. So my box is going to go from 44 to 47. Here's my box. The median goes inside of the box. Here's my left whisker will go to 40, and my right whisker will go to 47. Sorry, 58. And there's my box and whiskers plot. Now, if it had given me the information of what this was, I would label my variable down here, but it doesn't tell me what these numbers represent, so I can't really label it. What is the IQR? Remember, IQR stands for Interquartile Range. So the Interquartile Range is simply Q3, or upper quartile, minus Q1, which is lower quartile. Q3 is 47, minus Q1, which is 44. So my interquartile range is simply 3. I was wondering how many red Skittles typically come in a packet. Below are the findings from 20 packets. Construct a histogram. Remember, a histogram looks just like a bar graph, except for our bars represent an interval of numbers. For instance, 0 to below 5, 5 to below 10, those kinds of things, as opposed to just one number. And luckily, these are already in order, which makes it easier to make our histogram. We got to go up to at least 30. So I'm going to go by 5s. And so this represents these numbers, and then going up is going to represent how many fit into this category. So this side, start with 0, and let's see, I'll go by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. And we could title it maybe Skittles. And then, I don't know, any red Skittles typically come in the pack, so we'd say red Skittles. Right? All right, so we have to figure out how many fit in the interval of 0 to below 5. 5 is not in this first interval. looks like we have nothing. So there's going to be no bar between 0 and 5. The next interval is from 5 to below 10. Well, it looks like I have 4 numbers that fit from 5 to below 10. So I'm going to start at the 5, I'm going to go up to 4, come over and come down to the 10. My next interval is 10 to below 15. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that fit that category. So I'm going to go up to 5, staying attached, come over and come down. Now I have 15 to below 20. Looks like I have a lot in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go up to 8, come down. 20 to below 25. I've got 2. Now 25 to below 30, I only have 1. And now I've made my histogram. All right. So this actually over here would be number of bags, right? Number of bags that had this many Skittles. What does this tell you about the number of red Skittles in a bag? Well, it tells me that typically, or the most, you could go with what's most. Well, most bags fell between the 15 to below 20. You could also say that, bags typically have less than 30 Skittles in the bag. You could say all the bags had more than 5 or 5 or more. You can't tell that it's actually 5 from the histogram, but you can tell that all the bags had between 5 and 30 Skittles. All of those would be information you could gather from this histogram. Last question. Lana's looking at money and wants to maintain earning a mean of $20 per week. Mean, remember, means average. If her last few weeks she earned 22, 26, 14, 17, what is the least amount of money she needs to earn this week to maintain the mean, or the average, of $20 per week? Explain your reasoning. So if I want to make sure that I have an average of 20, what I need to do is just assume every week to be 20 to find out how much dollars she would need to earn for that average to be 20. So she's already had 4 weeks. And they want that 5th week. So if I add all that up, she would need to have $100 to have an average of 20. So what I'm going to do is find out how much money she has earned, which is 22, 26, 14, 17, 8, 15, 19, 5, 6, 7. So she's earned $79. She needs to earn 100 to maintain an average or a mean of 20. So I'm going to take away that $79 she has earned, and I'm going to find out she's got to earn $21 in that 5th week in order to maintain a mean of 20. If you have any questions, please see me before the quiz.